Hey everybody, I just wanted to save a quick location. I'm going to go on a nice little scouting little camping day trip here real quick, and I'm going to use the IQ Map Receiver app. I'm going up here in the Sand Dunes State Forest in Minnesota here, and there's a little spot that I like to go. Let me go like this and put it on satellite. There we go. Go up here. And it's a little spot that I found a while ago, and I never really marked it. It's right up in here, I believe. So I'm going to go like this, long press it. Okay, drop to pin, go down to here, go down to share. Give it a second. IQ Map Receiver. Awesome. I'm going to name it Camp. Awesome. Now right here, I send it to the device. Transmission success. I go over to my Fenix 3. Oops, let's put the light on there. Go over to apps. IQ receiver. Oh, one waypoint received. Camp, press start to save. Oh good, they changed the entire layout of this. So now I go like that, save successfully. Awesome. Now I can go back to save locations. Whoops. Long press that, go down to navigation, saved locations, blind one, camp right there. Perfect. I can check it. Details 453951115, 453951115. Perfect. Hey everybody, getting ready to do a little bit of a hike to a little site that I found a while ago, way back in the summer. I kind of scouted it out when I was checking this area out here. It's the Sand Dunes State Forest in Minnesota by Elk River or Big Lake. And you can see the terrain. It's snowy here. There's a lot of little trees and it's kind of hilly. It's kind of slushy. It's 35 degrees. Anyway, this is a forest road here, you can see. And I have a site, a little camp area. I'm going to go up there and hang out for a little bit. And I plotted it on Google Maps using the IQ Map Receiver. Up here there's a lot of turkey, there's a lot of deer, and it is smack dab in the middle of hunting season, so I am wearing my orange cap. At any rate, I'm going to navigate to a location here, and let me start it here. First thing you do, long press the up button to get to settings, go down to navigation. You can see here, oops, navigation, click start, go to saved locations, and I arrow down to, I just called it camp, and I'm going to do it as a hike. Go to, do it as a hike, and there we go, and we'll see how far I have to go here. Waiting for the GPS. I have my Tempe thermometer on the back of my little pack here, and I don't have my heart rate monitor on. GPS should take a second here. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. There is a little bit of traffic. Looks like it's hunters and people that are not wanting to do any Black Friday shopping. So at any rate, you can see the direction I'm supposed to go right up there. So I'm going to go up this little road here, and I have about a third of a mile. I'm not going to start it until the Tempe thermometer thing is acquired. That way I get accurate readings. It should take a couple moments here. At any rate, just a nice little leisurely afternoon jaunt. Thought I'd record it, see if I can see any wildlife or any other interesting things. Just give it a second here. But at any rate, there's really not much different about this video. It's just one more, I guess, a real life use of the Garmin Fenix 3 in a different sort of winter setting. And once that heart rate or the Tempe thermometer up there thing is acquired, then I can press start. About a third of a mile to this thing. I drove my car up this road. My car's front wheel drive, but it's a very small car, so it's not very heavy. It is a little bit treacherous. Okay, so now that's ready, and I'm going to start. There we go. And as you can see, I just follow the blue arrow here, and here I go. All right, you can see here, the campsite is about a tenth of a mile up into the wooded area up there. So I wanted to show you another couple screens here. Just as a note, I put my Fenix 3 on my wrist because I'm using my Tempe thermometer and didn't really want to mess around with it. So now you go onto this, the little map setting here, and you can see it's kind of hard to tell because of the text. And you can see on the top there it says 0.2 miles. From bracket to bracket, it's 0.2 miles. It's a fifth of a mile. You can see I'm still going north. But I want to get to the pan zoom. So you long press the up. It shows this screen, pan zoom. Hit the start button, and you have different options. I want to press the plus, which will zoom in. And I want to zoom in, and you can see now where I'm at. Go like that, and you can see the camp is almost directly. I'm headed north. The camp is a little bit northeast, and the brackets up there show 500 feet. My guess is the camp is a little bit more than that. At any rate, I need to go through this woods, so here I go. Oh, and to get out of the screen, you just hit the back button. And I'm going to go back to my main favorite screen here. And here we go. All right, so I'm just going to follow these deer tracks here. If the deer can go here, for the most part, I can go here. It's not going to be too dense. So I'm going to follow these deer tracks here. And I have 0.9. All right, so I'm just going to go up this way. Go through this little underbrush here, which I'm glad it's kind of cold out, because then the underbrush is dead. And it's not all sticky. You can see this area is wooded, not overly wooded. So now I'm going to follow this and go northeast here, this way. Shouldn't take very long to get to the spot. Okay, you can see I am getting very close. Should be getting there anytime. Now, when I got on Google Maps and I got on the satellite view, satellite imagery, I looked for a spot that had a relative clearing backed by some large trees, and you can see. So I could kind of get an idea when I was getting there, you know. And also I looked for a spot that didn't have a bunch of ravines or huge hills or big obstacles, because I didn't want to have to cross a bunch of water or anything like that. And you can see here there's some little markings there. Little critters been around here. So that's kind of nice. So I'm just going to go until this says reaching the destination, which should be fairly quickly. And maybe I'll just go right over here. Yeah, I'll go right over here by these tall trees. Or you know what? Let's just see here. Because I don't want to be smack dab in this little vegetation. Okay, so I'm arriving at camp. I am actually going to overshoot the camp a little bit and go up here to this little clearing, because I don't want to be smack dab in the middle of this nonsense. Or you know what? I will go back here. I'll go right back here. This is better. So anyway, so I'm arriving at camp. Here we go. It says I'm arriving at camp. That's all great. Distance remaining 0. Go up to the map. Oh, I'm right there. So I'm going to end it for now. I'm going to end it. Okay. And I'm going to track back, and I'm going to pause it. So this is how this is going to work. Watch this. Hit track back. Track back should be initiated. Now I'm going to go back this way. Follow my tracks here. If it were nighttime or if it were snowing and I couldn't see my tracks, track back would be super helpful. And I'm just going to set up right here and just hang out for a little bit. Now let's say I'm going back, and so when I do track back, I pause the track back, it gives me the option resume, and I'm going to resume it later. I'm going to resume the track back later on. And it goes back to my normal setting. Oops. Perfect. I'm going to be digging a little bit of a hole right here to make a little fire, probably. And I'm going to use my little Gerber folding spade here, and then my SOG Jungle Primitive knife here to cut down some this deadfall stuff. Try to go get some good stuff. At any rate, because I'm using these big old tools and everything, I might bump a button. So in order to get around that, I'm going to lock it. To lock it, you long press the backlight button. When you do, it gives you an option. It says lock device, which is what I want to do, and you hit start. Locks device right onto there. Perfect. I thought I'd give you an idea of the little setup I have here. And I'm just out here in the woods, just having a little bit of fire and having some little saltine crackers for lunch, and a nice American Minnesotan peanut butter and jelly sandwich with wheat bread. I also have my milk down here, which is perfect because it can sit in the snow and stay cold. And I have my Fenix 3 on as usual. You can see here, there is a nice little fire going, just a little fire. You know, I have it banked around with some snow, no big deal. My little Gerber spade shovel thing here that folds up. And I'm just hanging out, man. Just hanging out for a little bit of a afternoon just jaunt out in the woods. All right, this is what a 40-year-old dad does when his wife has the day off. Here's another little piece of equipment I forgot to highlight. This is a folding chair with a little backpack. It's a Field and Stream version. It was like 20 bucks or whatever, but totally worth it if you just want to go on a little day hike, pack a little stuff in here. Especially if you just want to sit. All right, it's time for me to head back. I've had enough fun out here with my little fire and eating my little lunch and listening to the wood sounds. Plus, there's a lot of hunters out here. There's a lot of gunshots, so I'm going to start my track back up. What's nice is I've been hanging out here for half an hour or so, and I can just start my track back up by pressing start. Oh, it's locked. That's right. I forgot I locked it. So to unlock it, press the top left button, the backlight button. Now it's unlocked, so that's nice. Now, press start. Loads it up, the previous activity, and I'm tracking back to my car. GPS has to engage. Everything's fine. I'm on course. Gives me the option to resume, and yes, I am going to resume. There we go. And that's pretty cool. I'm going to check out different screens here. There's the main track back, and there it says GPS is ready. And I'm just going to follow this. Now I can see my footprints here, but if it were nighttime, I would really need this track back. But I'm going to do it anyway. And let's go back and see the thermometer here, see if that's engaged. Let's just see here. Nope, it's not engaged just yet. So, do the track back screen, and here I go. Now I look back on here. It says I'm off course by 1/100 of a mile. And it shows where I have to go. I'm going the wrong direction, so I'm going to turn around this way. And there I go. So I'm going to go back that way. Too many hunters out here now. So even though my track back says I have to go back down this road, I'm not going to do it because there's a hunter over there. I'm going to actually go up here to my car. So I'm going to end this for now. But it was a good little thing.